Hello guys! I know it's been a while since I made any video or uploaded any video recently. I've been a little bit preoccupied with other things lately. But anyway, I finally have some free time, so here I wanna introduce quiet mechanical keyboards. So every time I talk to my friends, ask them why they don't try mechanical keyboard, their first impression is that mechanical keyboards are loud and they're not usable in a public environment. But in that sense, yes. Because here, for example, I have Das keyboard MX Brown. This is probably sort of like the medium noise in terms of mechanical keyboard. And then we also have here Das keyboard MX Blue. This is a little bit louder. And then we also have IBM Model M buckling spring. So those two, I will probably not use it in a public space. MX Brown, I would say it's debatable. I've used it at work before and then no one complained. So, but here we have three other quieter options. Here I have Matias Quiet Pro with the quiet ALPS. And then here I have Topre Type Heaven with the Topre switch. And then here I have Realforce Silent with the Silent Topre. Okay, so now we discovered that there's quieter mechanical keyboard, but what are the drawbacks? So there's usually always a drawback. So yes, there's a drawback. Let's talk about feel. So feel, if you're thinking about like mechanical keyboard, usually people like them because they feel nice, they feel crisp, and the hard bottom out. That's why people want mechanical keyboards. So here, the Matias Quiet ALPS, they add a silicone dampener to dampen the sound. That's why there's less noise. But the drawback is that the tactile feels the same, but the bottom out feels a little bit mushier, I guess, relatively. So the bottom out is a little bit softer than what you expect. It still feels better than the typical rubber dome, but it's definitely softer than your typical mechanical keyboard. And then here we have the Topre switch. Topre switch work a little bit different because the tactile feel is a little bit kind of like a bigger, softer bump compared to what you used to. But the bottom feel is actually pretty good. So I would say the bottom out feel, Topre sits in the middle in between the regular mechanical keyboard and the quiet ALPS. And then here the silence Topre, they feel almost exactly the same as the regular Topre in terms of like the typing feel. So either of this feel wise will be okay. So now we know, but actually sorry, I want to mention, but Topre, it's kind of a love-hate relationship. Some people like it, some people doesn't. I'll make a separate video to explain about Topre later. So for now, let's say talk about price. So Matias Quiet ALPS, they're sitting around, I believe it's around $150, I think. So it's close enough to the regular price of mechanical keyboards. So this one and Topre Type Heaven sits really close in the same price range. So those two are comparable. Actually, they're comparable to the rest of the mechanical keyboard. The only oddball here is Realforce Silent, which is actually double the price. So there sits around $300. So for if you're just getting into it, you don't want to spend too much money, I would say MX Brown. It's that's MX Brown. To me, I find the noise acceptable and then the feels good. So to me, I will start with MX Brown. But if you must go quieter and you don't think even MX Brown is acceptable, then I will go either Quiet ALPS or Topre Type Heaven. Because they're like, the price is like closer to the general mechanical keyboard and the noise is quieter too. So they both feel like pretty good. Another thing to keep in mind is that quiet ALPS, they actually have very similar technology to the recently released MX Red Silent. So you can either go MX Red Silent or go quiet ALPS. They should feel similar enough to each other. The only difference, one is linear and one is tactile, but otherwise they should feel close enough to each other. And then if you want to try something a bit more unique, and then also with the I guess like a harder bottom mouth feel, I think you should definitely give Topre a try. And then if money is not really an issue, then I will definitely step up and get the Realforce silent, because they work well both in feel and sound. Well, now drawback is just price. So yeah, definitely give this a shot. So if you have any question or comments, just leave me comments below, and then yeah, let me know what you guys think. And as always, remember to enjoy your good feeling of oneness with cup rubber. See you guys next time. Bye.